Hi, it's Lou. Today's the 21st of January. So there we go. We got the date and we got the person. Okay, so I had an appointment today. They moved up my appointment. And so the update is I'm so happy because I was really kind of scared there. Um, my blood pressure got up above 190. They kept they kept taking it over and over again. You're not supposed to do that. And I probably already did a video on that. I'm sorry if I did. But nothing like maybe bursting a vessel, I remembered after that was all said and done. I remember a woman telling me, oh, no, no, we don't keep doing that to sensitive veins. I don't know if that's the word she used, but anyway, and that woman, she just kept making it go higher and higher because she wasn't going to get a good reading if it didn't go up above where it was. She had me up to 208. It was craziness in the head. And see, I don't know if I can show you or not. I don't really want to undo that, but I will. She went through my vein when she hooked up my IV. She went through my vein, so I've got a big old bruise. I don't know if you'll see it. Can you see it? Blue purple thing there? It's kind of hard to see in here, but you can tell. Nevertheless, I got a big old bruise where it bled. I'm still here. Dadgum, dadgum. Is his name Mater? In that little show of the cars. I haven't seen that in a long time. He played a cute part. Just trying to get my shirt done back up, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. Okay, let's put the timer on and see. I got a headache, and I just put my bandana on. I took a BC powders just a little bit ago, too. But I should have had my bandana on all this time. So anyway, you people out there, I had one of my people. I saw where you said that. I was talking about my brain cozy. It really is comfortable to my head, and it brings relief. It really does. Now, I've noticed over time that if I'm sick, excuse me, if I'm sick, then I might not get rid of my headache. I don't usually. When I can't get rid of my headache, I know there's something bigger, like bigger fish to fry. Well, my daughter's sick, and so far I didn't take anything like for the cold, but I woke up stuffed up this morning, and I find us both sniffing at the same time. It's funny. Oh, anyway, it's not funny to have to be sniffly, but things could always be worse. We got snow out there, ice on the road. I guess it was like 2 or 3 degrees this morning when my daughter left for work. Her phone probably said one thing and her car said another, but it was like 2 and 3 degrees. Um, we're doing okay. I was telling her about space heaters. We all know about space heaters, right? But there's those far infrared, F-R-A, red, far infrared, and it's like technology that they used up in space. Some people would say there wasn't a trip to space, but I really don't know. Anyway, my head wants to hurt, and I'm going to have to be putting my fingers on it. And I just need to, okay, I put the Pepsi in the fridge. My daughter bought me a Pepsi because really that's what I need when I take a BC, is to be able. Plus there's caffeine in the Pepsi too. And what I do is I just opened it and took a little bit. I took enough that it got the stuff out of me and was enough that there was more liquid. Because really I read on there, the BC powder, I don't know where that is now because I took it. But I read on there that you really should drink a glass of water after you take it. And I never did that. I always just took my Pepsi. But it might have been better for my system if I diluted it. It's kind of like the vinegar. You need to dilute it. You don't just drink that. Even if it's just a tablespoon, you don't just drink that, okay? Because it will burn. It's not good for you that way. But you dilute it. Like Dad had these 4-ounce glasses, but there were 4 ounces. Like I guess you would get jelly in them or something, and then you keep them for glasses. Well, I really love those. And when you are watching your sugar intake, what they said about, I'm talking about diabetes. They had a 4-ounce glass, and they said this is all you get. The 4-ounce glass is your serving, okay? You don't be getting you a big old glass and drink, and then you've got all that sugar in your system all at one time, and it causes spikes. That's what they call it, I guess. But see, it's already near digested. So, it goes right into your bloodstream. So that can be bad for blood sugar, okay? Definitely don't want to go over the 4 ounces. Let's see, if you get a 4-ounce glass, you could have 3 ounces in it. And the idea is you get some, and maybe don't even, do a sipping thing. Enjoy your juice. It's just something to think about, people. They did tell me, in that class, and I think I've said it on here before, but like if you're eating a yogurt, she said there's nothing wrong with, eating part of it and putting it back in the fridge. And then you go back later on and get some more, but you keep your portion sizes small. So I imagine that could be the same thing with dieting. Is they don't diet on these, whatever they got, like a speed. My voice goes up and down, like a speed type of deal, Go and get these pills. What do they call them? Anyway, diet pills. That's what they call them. I know I laugh too much and strange. Oh. So, I won't know what I was talking about because I didn't have a frame of mind to go into. I did think about some things I've got written down, but I don't want to go into them now. Those of you who really want to try to find a house and you don't mind putting in some sweat equity, you need to start saving money, okay? Find a sleeve, tie a knot in it, put your change in there, put something in there, or your bills. If you find that you have extra money, don't find a way to spend it. Put it in your sleeve, okay? And then one of these days, you'll have enough to put with something else. You have to come up with money down when you're trying to buy a house, okay? Carleton Sheets had a real estate course, which I took. And I don't know where all my stuff is now. Probably out in that shed, I wonder. But anyway, he taught different things. One was how to buy a house with 0 down. And another, I don't know what the other ones were, but there were several different techniques you could use to try and buy a house. And one of them was credit cards. If you have credit cards and you had a special need, like all of a sudden this deal's in your lap, and if you had the money, you could grab it. So that's what's important. The one with the money gets the deal, if he's out looking for it. You know, there's some desperate people out there in the world. They're fixing to lose their house to the, I don't know what you call them, vultures, that's what it is. But then there's some good guys, okay? Carlton Sheets, in part of his course, was taking a group of people out and showing them what to look for. Because what you do is you drive around into neighborhoods and you want to pick out a price point, what you can afford, you know, so you go into that neighborhood, you know, because there's old neighborhoods that the people are really old, and some of them live in their own house and own it and have for a long time. And it might be that they just want to, well, there's some people that have to get rid of everything they've got before they can go into a nursing home. I think that's horrid. But there's just a lot of different reasons for selling your property. And so what you start doing, part of what you do is, like I just said, driving through neighborhoods, because you can see when something's abandoned. It's just sitting there abandoned. And you can tell. You can tell by how the yard looks, how everything looks. Yeah, I'm getting the cold that my daughter got, and I'm not sure where she got it from, but she works out in the cold. Just found that out. Poor thing. So anyway, I get distracted real easy. I am just needing to get myself together. Same old, same old. I know I've been saying the same thing for a while. But I feel like I've done, I was going to say fairly well, but it's not coming out right. There's things I need to accomplish, and I can't really do it until this summer, spring. Actually, it needs to be in the spring, because once the summer really hits, you see my hands? Once the summer really hits, it's too hot. You know, you'll go through this period of time where it doesn't feel so bad. But then all of a sudden, wham, it's hotter than you know what. And nobody wants to do anything out there in the heat. So you have to grab the opportunity. It has to be February, March, April. Even May, but you can't wait until May to get started. And I was going to say, I'll tell you guys some things. I need to write that down. I had a thing I was writing topics down on. Like going in and trying to do farming when you don't know what the hell you're doing. Having animals being born at the wrong time of the year. You're supposed to get them pregnant during the right time of year, so the babies come at the right time of year, so they're not out in the freezing cold. All the different animals, you got to be prepared for them. You can't just, oh, la, la. I was going to use that word lollygag again. I do like that word. Okay. Be lollygagging, not getting nothing done. Well, I don't like that. I want to get some things done. But like with goats, okay? You need the right kind of fence for them goats. And it needs to be tight. We got the fencing, but Joe didn't do it tight. We didn't use a come along. We didn't, you know, we just, and then we didn't get the right size. You need to get the right size. Like there's a 2x4 size where the wire is 2x4 or 4x4 or 5x5 or 6x6. Well, them little goats get their heads through there and can't get them out. They go right through the middle, and then they've got these horns. So they pull back and the horns get caught in the metal. So no, that's not cool. And then if someone doesn't see them stuck, there they are, they're stuck. Anyway, the goats were cool. It's just that you really need to be prepared. You know, you don't get prepared after the fact, but that's how we did things. That's how we learned, I guess, was on the job training. at the animals. Um, I don't know what the word is I want to look at, but the point is the animals suffered freezing stuff when they didn't have to. And I've got a dry, scratchy throat. I'm going to be in trouble here. I need to have a lot of water. Oh man, okay, so I don't think I did an update. So did you guys hear, that I had a 190? And they actually got it above 208. See, I started the video and stopped it, so I couldn't have said it in that one. But I sure don't like having a scratchy throat. I should get some tea. Oh. So, anyway, I was so excited. I don't think I told you guys, okay? If I did, please excuse me. But my blood pressure was up to 190, and they actually, I know I'm probably saying it all over again, but they did actually get it above 208. Stinking thinking, these people. But nevertheless, today, I went and had, it's the first time I've had a primary care physician in a couple years. So my physician went into teaching, so she wasn't a doctor, like, per se, anymore. I had to get a new doctor, and I was not there. So I think somebody must be coming, and I'll probably have to stop. But I'm at 17 minutes. Okay. Hi, I've got the thingy-majigger on. Like,
Get a toy.
he's so cute.
You need to stop jumping.
He picks up his own little toy and puts it in his mouth, so he's not, I guess, getting his teeth in everybody. Nevertheless, maybe I will. I'll stop for right now, and then I'll get back on here later. Update. Okay, my update is my blood pressure went down to 160. And then they got it 158, but I don't know what the bottom number was. I think it was 78. Anyway, well, maybe I'll stay on here. Tyler works at a restaurant, so he's just getting home. And his dog's so excited to see him. His dog's name is Chase. He's pretty cool. And he's smart. And we could have had our dog smarter. We didn't train him to do all that stuff, This guy does tricks. He'll lay down on the ground, but he doesn't just lay on the ground. He continues to roll over until he gets up on the other side. But, okay. So, yeah, I'm a little stuffied up. So, that's what I was saying. Okay, so I know it was 160. And then after I'd been there a little bit, I'm seeing a nurse practitioner. When she came in, she took it. And it was 158, I believe. And then one of the times it was 78 on the bottom. But she said that was okay. But yeah, 190, I was kind of freaking out over that. And it's not the first time, okay? But nobody ever said to go do anything about it. And a lot of times when you're going to the doctor, and this is a disclaimer, okay? I'm not a doctor. But a lot of times, just getting up, getting dressed, the excitement of going to the doctor, getting in the car, driving so far, I rhymed. But it was 25 miles to town. And so anyway, the doctor told me that it brings your blood pressure up. See, so. Plus I've had some other stressful type situations, so it's amazing. But 30 points, I will take it. I will take it. I'm not going by the 208. I'm going by the 190, okay? So I know that woman pushed me to that. So I probably should. I should take some medicine is what I should do. I'll say goodnight. I'll be back in a little while. Okay? And this will make it short. It's only 20 minutes.